Hello, welcome to part 3, the grand finale of our 3-part series where I take you along hosting my best friend's birthday party. In this video, we're going to focus on our appetizer and main course. So come along as I show you my yummy recipes. Okay. Next up is our appetizer, which is a bunch of veggies with a couple of dips to go with it. So I like making things as early as possible so when the time comes for dinner, everything is just ready to go, especially having a baby. The dinner's happening like right at her bath time, so it's just good to have things ready as much as you possibly can. I took 5 seconds of cooking school, culinary school, aka 1 semester. And the biggest thing I learned in that 1 semester is mise en place, which is prepping everything you possibly can so that whenever you're in the middle of cooking things, it's just you get to throw the onion in when you need the onion. You throw the garlic in, it's already chopped, stuff like that. It's kind of the same concept when you're hosting. Have as much ready as possible so when the time comes, you can spend more time chatting with people, drinking some wine, just kind of hanging out, and it's a little less stressful. So basically what I'm gonna do is chop up these veggies and place them really pretty on the platter. And then I'm putting the bowls on now just to have like placement of the veggies, but I'm not gonna put the dips in yet. So let's chop some veggies. I have this slate board. It's been used a lot. It's maybe seen better days, but it's gonna be completely covered with veggies and pita bread. So it doesn't really matter what it looks like below. Let's get to chopping, y'all. First up, we have cucumber. I like to keep a little bowl for trash or like vegetable clippings that I can give to our chickens. If you compost, great. If you have a garden, you can bury your kitchen scraps, like vegetables and fruit, and it will compost your garden. I'm gonna give these a little wash. All right, so I'm gonna make these into sticks. What's great about this is you can honestly do whatever you want. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna cut these in half. All right, so we have those. These are radishes, and I think they're so fun. Purple ninja radish. But when you cut into the middle of it, there's purple inside of it, which I think is pretty. So I'm gonna wash these. All right, I don't know if you can see that. You'll see it when it's on the table. It's so pretty, it's so cool. It's like art in vegetable form. It's also a very mild radish. I think when people think of radish, they think of like a strong, pungent flavor. This radish is way more chill. However, I did get some of the regular radish because I like the punch that radish gives you. Let's do this. I also have zucchini, which look very similar to cucumber, obviously. I love raw zucchini, dipping into things on salads. I think it's so good. It's very similar to cucumber, but it's not. But to me, it gives the same effect of cucumber. I freaking love it. All right, and then we also have sugar snap peas and baby rainbow carrots. You can either do the full carrot and cut it into slices or do rainbow baby carrots. I love the rainbow look. So, and then I also have these little tomatoes that I'm gonna cut in half as well. But for now, I'm gonna start building so that I can clear up some space on my cutting board. I like to do piles. I love doing charcuterie boards, and my forte for charcuterie is abundance. I want it to feel super abundant. And it's the same with this. I I like to make little like wreaths around the bowls with long vegetables like these zucchini. Also, if I have like long carrots instead of baby, I will do this same type of thing for that. The carrots, again, I'm just gonna pile. Kind of doesn't matter how you do it as long as it is abundant and full. You can kind of get away with just plopping onto the board. Plop those on. This is a great dish for summer. I think we're in spring right now, so I guess also spring. You can almost taste the freshness just by looking at it. It just is super fresh and beautiful and crisp, and can't wait to start harvesting out of our own garden and making our own board from our homegrown items. It'll be so fun. Okay, I think we're all set. The last thing that I'll do is put the sauces or the dips in the bowls before I serve. I'm doing a hummus, and then I'm doing this Greek recipe from Molly Baz. Not sure. I'm gonna link it in the description below, and so you can make it too. It's delicious. In the meantime, I'm gonna set this in the fridge, and we're just gonna do a couple more things to prepare. We're gonna make a chimichurri sauce for the top of our roasted chicken thighs. And then we'll make the dressing for our salad so that we can just throw that on whenever we're ready to eat. Thank you so much for watching this video so far. If you are liking what you're seeing, feel free to click the like button and the subscribe button. And also, share with a friend if you feel like it would inspire them to host as well. Now, on to the rest of the video. Okay, so now we're gonna do the chimichurri sauce, which is really fancy for just like herbs, oil, and acid. It's a great fresh topping for chicken, for veggies, honestly. It's like so good. You can use it as a salad dressing. It's just an all around really great trick to have in your pocket to make this fresh herb mixture. So I have some dill, fresh parsley. This is leftover parsley. A lemon, a shallot, salt, garlic powder, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and avocado oil. You could use olive oil as well. That's just what I have. So basically, I'm just gonna chop everything up, and what I'm gonna do is put it in this jar and shake it to mix it. I'm gonna do the same thing for salad dressing. That is a fun thing that I like to do. It's super easy to just throw things in a mason jar and shake it up, and it's good to go. So first we're gonna chop the shallot. I love a shallot because it's milder than an onion and kind of a sweet taste. It's great to add raw to things because it's not like too pungent like maybe an onion would be. It's a little more chill. So I'm going to chop this pretty finely. Or dice it pretty fine. Help it find its way into the jar however possible. You can also just throw this in a bowl and mix it up. It's not something that needs to be mixed very vigorously because you want the herbs to kind of stay intact. So it's very easy to do in a bowl as well. Now we're gonna chop the dill. I'm gonna use this whole thing of dill. I'm cool with the stems. I think it's all flavor, and if you chop it fine enough, it shouldn't really matter. I'll take the thicker stems out. We're gonna add that to the jar. Parsley. Again, I'm pretty fine with the stems. If I can take some out, I will, but it's all kind of the same flavor. Say about a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon, I would say half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, make that 2, the juice of 1 lemon, and olive oil, probably a 1/4 cup. I just want all of the herbs to be in the oil for the most part. I'm gonna shake it just so everything's incorporated. And there we go. I'll place it in the refrigerator to rest, and then we'll make our salad dressing. All right. Okay, last thing we're gonna prep until it's dinner time. The salad dressing, it's basically the same ingredients as the chimichurri. So we're gonna do another batch of dill, or bunch of dill. Refilled my avocado oil. So avocado oil, apple cider vinegar again, salt, garlic powder, lemon, and then we're also gonna do some sun-dried tomatoes chopped up, and then we're gonna use some of the oil that the tomatoes are in as well. So I'll just start with the sun-dried tomatoes. I'm gonna try to dice these pretty finely. I have about 4 slices here. And then when I serve the salad, I'll top it with some Parmesan cheese, shaved Parmesan cheese. I think it's the prettiest. And I will slice up a few more of these tomatoes to put on top as well. Pretty rough chop, just get it as small as you can. Oh, there's the baby. She has awoken. Okay, and then these tomatoes are in sunflower oil, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of that oil in it just because it has the infused flavor of the tomatoes. So I would say like maybe half a teaspoon. And then we're gonna do maybe a little less than a 1/4 cup of oil. Again, you could use olive oil, of course. A couple tablespoons of vinegar, the lemon. Again, about a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then I'm gonna chop this dill up. All right. Finely plop it in there, nice. All right, and then we give it a shake. And that's it. We'll top our salad with it later. All right, I'm gonna freshen up, tidy up the house a little bit, and then we'll be back to roast the chicken and put everything together. Thank you so much for watching this video so far. If you are liking what you're seeing, feel free to click the like button and the subscribe button, and also share with a friend if you feel like it would inspire them to host as well. Now, on to the rest of the video. Okay, a bit of time has passed and we're ready to get rocking on the chicken and finish all of our dishes up. So I have some chicken thighs on a wire rack with the regular sheet pan below. I like cooking chicken on a wire rack so that all around it gets crispy, all the skin, not just the top. But if you don't have a wire rack, it's not a problem. You can just use a cooking sheet. So I have the oven set at 350. I'm gonna pop these in right now as we make our, I guess you could say, marinade for the chicken. After about 10 minutes, I'm going to brush the chicken with what we're about to make. And then I'm gonna keep doing that every 10 minutes until it's cooked. Probably about more on the 40-minute side. So let's put these in the oven. In a little bowl, I'm going to add balsamic vinegar. I'd say about 2 tablespoons. About 3 tablespoons of oil. Again, I have avocado oil. You can do olive oil, canola oil, whatever. Just a neutral oil. You don't want it to taste like anything other than what all the flavors that we are adding. I'm gonna grab a lemon because we need that. We're gonna do the juice of half a lemon, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of salt, and some honey. I'd say about a tablespoon of honey. I'm gonna whisk all of this together. And like I said, what we're gonna do is we're gonna brush this on the chicken about every 10 or 15 minutes. What this does is it gives the chicken obviously a great flavor with the balsamic vinegar and the lemon and the garlic powder and everything. And the honey, what it does is it caramelizes on the skin. So it gives the chicken a really beautiful brown coloring and it tastes amazing. It's so easy. You saw how easy it was to whip up. I just have like a pastry brush that I use. So in about 10-ish minutes, we'll pop them out and we'll brush this. We'll continue that and then I'll show you the finished product. Thank you so much for watching this video, the grand finale, part 3 of our 3-part series. I hope you enjoyed this video and the whole series if you watched it. If you haven't watched the whole series, we'll link the first 2 videos down below so you can enjoy them as well. And if you liked what you saw, feel free to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications so you will always be notified when we post new content. Bye!